do powerlifting, it makes you want to stay in the gym, let's say, or go to the gym 4 times a week, and also make sure that you keep your diet on, depending on what weight class you are. It's not just for the fact of just working out for the sake of just working out. It gives you a goal, it gives you a deadline, it gives you focus.
Powerlifting is a sport for anyone. It doesn't require you to be tall like traditional sports like basketball and volleyball. You don't have to be a certain build, a certain weight. And it's something that you can get into. You can find a good coach. You can train pretty much any gym.
When I first started, I liked the fact that there was all age ranges competing. So from teenager to the first competition I went to, there was, somebody in their 80s that was competing. And also that there's all levels of competitors. So people that are really just starting out lifting and people that have been doing it for a lot of years.
It's kind of a good all-around sport for anyone who wants to be dedicated to their training and then have the chance to compete at something.
I was always an athlete growing up and was involved in different sports, and then you kind of get to that age where you want to find something that you can do long term, and powerlifting is something that you can certainly manage with other activities and work and lifestyle. At the end of the day, powerlifting is about getting stronger. If you're going to be training, if you're going to be in the gym, and you're going to be, you want to get in shape, why isn't strength a goal? It doesn't make sense to me. You want to be able to see very objective measures of your success, and what a great way to track your strength over time.
What?
Typical powerlifting event day. Well, it usually starts super early. Traditionally, it's always been you weigh in early. That's usually the most stressful thing. I typically cut a bit of weight so that I can make my weight class. 2 hours before you lift, and it's like the most stressful time for everybody. And then it gets good after that, because then you can eat and relax and kind of get in the groove. So.
There is definitely an emotional roller coaster during an event. I think for me anyway, when I'm first here in the morning, I'm thinking, what am I doing? Why did I think this was a good idea? Just a lot of nerves. The squat is my hardest lift, and that's the first lift. So once I get done the first squat, a lot of the nerves go away. And if something maybe doesn't go well for you, you need to kind of just put it behind you, move on to the next lift, and go from there.
In a nutshell, it sounds pretty easy. You squat 3 times, you bench 3 times, and you deadlift 3 times. But based on the long days and the nerves and everything, it's definitely more tiring than it sounds.
You have to be confident about doing the lift. Because I feel if you're not confident in doing the lift, especially let's say an exercise like the squat, it will throw you off. Like let's say you have an opener and you feel like it's heavy and you miss it. That could, other than just bombing, that could dictate the whole meet.
Next, Kojo Kenyon.
But when you get a PR in any of the 3 lifts, it's such a good feeling, especially when you haven't been getting a PR for, let's say, 3 or 6 months.
Squat. Rack.
Powerlifting it's 99% mental. I mean, I see guys and girls putting up huge numbers in training, and to be able to come to a powerlifting competition, to put all of your lifts together on one day, it's a mental feat because it's typically a long event. You're lifting in front of people. That's what makes a powerlifter, is that they're able to kind of translate their strength from training to the competition platform. When you're part of the APU, you are subscribing to a larger body of powerlifting. The APU is a Canadian Powerlifting Union affiliate, and the Canadian Powerlifting Union is affiliated with the International Powerlifting Federation. And there's over 100 countries that are involved. We have a global community that are all held to the same standards when it comes to movement and drug testing. So you can compete at the local level, but if you want to kind of get more competitive, you can certainly compete at a nationals or a worlds, and there's lots of opportunities. So that's what separates us from other powerlifting federations.